Yo, greats and salutations. Welcome everybody to the next installment of Sherlock Holmes Chapter One from the fine folks at Frogwares and Untold Tales, as far as the people responsible for giving us this copy of Sherlock Holmes to share on the channel. Big shout out to them, thanks. But anyhow, we just completed the case Muse from Abroad, where Mr. Vogel's art gallery studio was vandalized, and we just solved that case. That thing was huge, 4-parter, man, holy crap. But anyhow, let's take a quick look at the case book here. A package from Mr. Vogel mentioned that he has a gift for me, something that once belonged to my family. It was delivered to the front door of my manor. Well, let's go ahead and fast travel over to said manor. There we go. Let's fast travel right here. But yeah, just want to say thanks for the love and support on the channel. Your likes, your comments, your subs, all that good stuff. It is greatly appreciated. Really is. Just want to say thanks, you guys. And for stopping in, just checking out the video. We just...
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Whoa.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Esther, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
I'm busy at the moment.
I'm afraid I don't have time for this now.
I hope that you will reconsider. If you do, I'll be here.
Okay, don't know what that was, but alright. Yeah, I want to see this package that Mr. Vogel sent us. I mean, who doesn't like gifties, right? Wow. Maybe we should send this one back.
What a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Whoa, cutscene. Yeah.
Did you just remember something? Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end.
This is his older
Now
brother.
I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation, it's incidental. Because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have
Yeah,
agents
audio
everywhere.
track's got a
including
little
Cordona.
skipping action going on.
If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
I don't know. You sound sketchy, bro. You lied about our mom. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to see if I can reboot this and clear this thing up a little bit. Unless it was just that space. Let me see if I talk to John.
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
Amazing. Okay. Let's go back and talk to this dude. Oh, check it out, the elephant. And he kept the elephant that we used to lure in Goliath. That's pretty awesome. I wonder if we're gonna like collect trinkets and things like that here.
So, are you ready to take on the task?
Still sounds like it's skipping.
I'm afraid I don't have time for this now.
I hope that you will reconsider. If you do, I'll be here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys see a hard cut real quick, I'm gonna restart this and then see if we can see what's going on. Alright, interesting. I don't know, just did a quick restart of the game. See if that fixed with the skipping audio. Nope, that's open.
So, are you ready to take on the task?
Ah, there we go. I'm listening.
You have my attention, Mr. Estevo.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
The status quo.
What about the status quo?
The Ottoman population holds a certain animosity towards the colonial rule. It's been this way since we took over the island. General Ridley made concessions with their leaders, but I'm afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
Oh, what do I need to do?
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There is a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Discretion is valor. Anyway, we are going to go back to fragmented memory. Yeah, fractured memory. There we go. Go ahead and pick this up and go into Casa de Holmes. What you got going
A
on,
manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry? I have so many ideas.
John? Interesting. Okay.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Family member.
It was my
female.
mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Good catch. Memories of the Manor. Okay, let's go ahead and pop that one in there.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
I spent my childhood in Stonewood Manor, and each room brings memories of that time back to life.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world. It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend, His Honor Judge McDougal. Interesting. Officer J. Placido.
Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Reliable and driven.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Court summons. Mr. Mycroft Holmes. The Corona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougal. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Kedona on the date listed over leaf.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
The Master of Unlocking.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
Uh-oh. More clues. A torn diploma. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, on behalf of the board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we, rectors of the university, noted that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the test required by law and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
The Tupa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan
the Tulpa?
Mentalism.
Looks like Tupa.
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Otto Richter's personal notes. Miss Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that relieving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I'm confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I will be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of his elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, Senior John. A letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cardona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agree in our opinions. Cardona is a home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do you not seek Klaus? I have that name behind. I left that name behind. Klaus.
I'm starting to remember something.
Who is Klaus? That's interesting. He's starting to remember something.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Oh, history lesson.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
More skeletons.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Antique diving suit. Let's see. 1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire.
Oh, yoink.
This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Oh, interesting. I think we have covered this room. Oh,
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess.
sarcophagus.
The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Hey, we got that one. Quite a lot of stuff in here.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
More torn up paper down there. Hey, I think actually we got it. I think we covered the room quite well. Creepy stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and locked drawer situation. Letter from brother Otto, master of unlocking. John asked if we could unlock Minecraft's door in the cabinet of curiosities, subject of our years-long fascination. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
Oh, here we go.
The painting on the wall was slightly atilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
Yoink.
I think this is what we're looking for. A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we
I
have
think we
an
got the
attic
key.
here?
Let's go and open up the drawer downstairs. Watkinson Holman, Chapter 1 by Wallace D. Orem.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1 by Wallace D. Orem.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Okay, I think that's everything on here, man. A lot of interesting artifacts around here, that's for sure. Okay. Just checking this centerpiece here. Make sure there's nothing else we're missing.
We made it.
Yoink.
So what's there?
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Oh.
Single malt whisky. Mycroft's favorite.
10 years. A present from the Queen. Half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk in Curiosities cabinet, among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift of Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself. Interesting.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Mycroft's research. Otto Richter is 45-year-old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland, graduated as postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown. Last seen on Cordona. Interesting. Yeah, crazy because we did Otto Richter's first notes fortuitous. It appears the mother's condition. Nope. Letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I hear you recently arrived in Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do, Mr. Evening Conversation. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Interesting. And Otto Richter, medical practitioner, blah blah blah. Master unlocking, that's done. A tiny key, done. Accident of the Curious Cabinet. Or Cabinet of Curiosities. There we go. Oh, weird. ladder, last shelf.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Oh, wow. That's a big
Books
stack
and
of books.
papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Oh, I got a reenactment coming up. He's just laid out. Oh, that's a tearing of the diploma there. Okay, so we got the tearing of the diploma. Something about they couldn't see well behind the statue. Don't really recall what they were doing at the desk. Let's just go for it, see what's what. Yoink.
Come on, Sherry.
I guess we got
Let's
it.
go outside. Wait, did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
A curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with the artifacts in the cabinet of curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter has done something dubious to their mother and that it backfired. He called Otto a charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
More guests. Interesting. What do we got going on here?
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Invitation from Vogel. Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise Lane, across from Cordona Abbey, in northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, VV. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Cordona Abbey. Yep, and with a mask. Well, before we pick up that case, because the Vogel's cases seem to be rather huge, I would say let's go ahead and pick up the case of that other dude that was outside. And, yeah, pick that one up. I also wanted to go check out, bandit layers. And go school some of the baddies hanging out in the town. Anyways, so let's go ahead and do that.